In this episode of Learning to Play Reality's Edge, we are going to talk about the actions hide and spot. A model that is out of an enemy's line of sight can automatically succeed in hiding. There is no test for this. A model that is hidden cannot be targeted by ranged attacks or charges. So that means if our ganger here has hidden, he cannot be targeted by our enforcer here. Of course, if he was out of the line of sight, couldn't be targeted anyway. But there's a point to this. Now, there is an exception for suppressive fire, which we talked about in the ranged combat video. And if you get lucky when she attacks him and you score a critical hit, this model would have to make a successful will test or be forced out of hiding. Now, when you couple that with the grenade rules in the back of the book, you can throw a grenade because you're not targeting a model, you're targeting a place on the board. This appears to be an unhighlighted exception to the hiding rule. However, if you do score a hit with a grenade, there is no rule that says being hit by a grenade forces you out of hiding. Now let's look at another blind spot in the rules. A hidden model is protected from ranged attacks and charge actions. However, it does not say anything about the close attack action. So let's say our enforcer executes a move action and comes into base-to-base contact. There's actually no rule stating that she just can't use her close attack action and stomp on the ganger. Now, if our enforcer wanted to spot our hidden ganger, she could execute a move action, establish line of sight, because you still need line of sight to do ranged attacks and charge actions. Now, she can spot him because models that are hidden must be within the spotting range of the model looking for the hidden model. Now, the spotting distance is your metal score in inches doubled. So in the case of our enforcer, it'd be 10 inches, because 5 times 2 is 10. Now our ganger is well within 10 inches. So our enforcer will make a standard unopposed metal test with her D10. Now let's say she passes it and only has 2 action points. What good does that do? So for example, she used 1 action point to execute the move action, and let's say she used the 2nd action point, get the spot action. She can't actually attack him. She's out of action points. Once one model in your crew successfully spots a hidden model, it becomes exposed to every other enemy model. So when we start talking about drones finding hidden models on the battlefield, that's a good use of the sensor arrays. Now let's say she failed the spot test and the activation point is gone, but there is no limit on how many spot tests she could take. Thank you for joining us for this episode on Learning to Play Reality's Edge. In our next episode, we'll discuss the Overwatch action.